On the way home from the studio, I walked in to I sat down for a drink or two. I didn't get there before she sat right there next to me. Oh, just drinking that drink struck me easily. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my vein. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the New York Yankees. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. It's been a heck of a series so far, Singy, and you have to figure that will only continue here in Game 6.
You never want to be down 3-2, but we've seen plenty of teams come back from that, especially when they're playing the last two at home. So it's not an ideal scenario, but playing in your own stadium with your fans behind you probably makes it a little more doable.
And on the flip side, you really don't want to let this go to a Game 7. When the crowd's even more fired up, the momentum's against you. They're looking to finish this thing today. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And starting in this one, Max Fried.
Yeah, but last time out, got into the fourth inning. The key to his success today, he's got to throw first pitch strikes, get ahead in the count. I think that'll get him into position to qualify for a win.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena.
The shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Top of the zone for a strike. So here we go in Game 6. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that one down. Cutting but missing down low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Next pitch is outside. In the air, out towards left center, Bellinger. Puts it away for the out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early.
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
That's heads-up base running. That's the kind of stuff that fires up a dugout.
Jordan Alvarez.
One out. Runner at second. Here's Jordan Alvarez. First pitch misses. Alvarez went deep in his most recent game. Ground ball to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, he got away with the mistake right there. A curveball that backed up a little bit, stayed high in the zone. You won't want to throw that one again.
That clips a corner.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
On the ground to third. Over to Goldie. That ends the frame. So the Astros lead one, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. Our starting pitcher in this one, Framber Valdez.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone and get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Jose Caballero, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Valdez, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Swing and a miss as he was late.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Bounced up the middle. Pena throws to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Just missed. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. One out, base is empty. Up the middle, Pena handles, throws to first, there to beat him by an eyelash.
That is good. The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here comes Aaron Judge. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. That clips the zone. That's strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch is outside.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Curve in the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next pitch is outside. 3-2 now. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift off.
So runner at second, 2 down. And here's the veteran outfielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
On the ground. And foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the curve, and it was a smart choice. Nothing for the Yanks in the first. Second inning upcoming from the Bronx, no score. We're in the 6th game of this American League Championship Series. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Max Fried will go to work. A chilly atmosphere here. Really what comes to mind when you think of postseason baseball. Fans doing whatever they can to stay warm and energized. Next pitch is downstairs.
You talked about the fans trying to stay warm, Boog, but it's a challenge for the players, too. Games like this really can be hard on you.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
That is it. The third baseman, number 1.
And here comes Carlos Correa. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. And there's a ball. Dubon aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
And now it's Christian Walker. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. First and second, no outs. We're here in Game 6 of the American League Championship Series. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Struck him out looking.
That's just a nasty pitch right there. I'm not surprised at all that he got the strikeout looking. You know, the plate looks like it's a fastball off the corner the entire way until just that very last second when that cutting action takes over and brings it back to clip the outside corner. You just got to tip your cap sometimes, but overall, that's just a nasty pitch.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. And that is out of play. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Bellinger going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. I'll tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
And there's the strike. Second inning here, no score. Yeah, that's fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights it off, he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now in the Bronx. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here comes Bellinger.
If you don't get ahead of the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Altuve slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That's in for a strike. One down, base is empty. And ball 1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, it looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Close one, doesn't get the call.
1-0.
Ball 1. Wells with a homer in his last game. Chisholm over at first with 1 away. Snap throw to first. Back in safe, really close. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Man at first, 1 away. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He scores and they have the lead.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. And up next for New York, Paul Goldschmidt. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Valdez winds and deals. And a ground ball to first. And they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter,
Anthony Volpe will hit next.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a ball popped up. Walker should have this one. And makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. New inning getting started. Digging in, Jeremy Pena. Free back to work. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
That misses.
2 balls,
2 balls, no strikes.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
2-1 now. And there's a foul ball. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bellinger sizing it up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Cam.
So next up for Houston, Cam Smith. Doubled his first time up. Outside low. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
In the air to left center. Bellinger on the move. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there for strike one.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count. Then you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Bellinger coming on. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jose Caballero. Off the mark there. And it's 1-0. And another ball. Swings through that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that skips into dirt. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And a good start to the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Grounded out his first time. Curveball drops in there. Caballero gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Here goes the runner. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well done, drives in the run. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
It's Aaron Judge now. Doubled his first time. That's in there. It's 0-1. One on, nobody out. A run in here in the last half of the third. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks it. No big deal.
Man at second. In the air out towards right center. Smith sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots.
The 1-0. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. One away with a runner at third. Swing and a ground ball. Play at the plate. Got him.
The center fielder, number 35.
I think you could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Grounded out his first time up. In the air, left field. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's 2-zip. Out of the fourth. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
There's a strike.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And that one is lifted in the air. Stanton sizing this one up. Nabs it. One down.
The center fielder, number 14.
And stepping in for the Astros, Mauricio Dubon. 1-for-1 with a single so far. Dubon, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, and he was born in Honduras. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one finds the corner. Strike one.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Out to short. Caballero slings to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Carlos Correa. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing there for Houston. They trail things here 2-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom of the fourth. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. In there at the knees.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And foul ball.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and they have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it. Wells batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Yeah, you have to connect the past with the present, and they did a really nice job of the Monument Park out there where you can go and walk through and see the legends. This is New York. It is the greatest city, I would say, in the country, if not the world. So you expect them to build a ballpark that's going to be incredibly rich in that tradition.
Close, but called a ball. And a count 1-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 2-2. What about as a left-handed hitter and how short that porch is in right field? Were you ever tempted to just try and think in terms of leaning on something as a left-handed hitter and just trying to yank it over the right field wall?
I don't think I needed to be tempted to do that. I think that's all I was, trying to do because I didn't have a whole lot of power.
Smoked on the ground a second. Gets it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
You have to try to stay within your approach, but you do know that, hey, if you pull something, there's a good chance of it getting out.
2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
One thing for me, over the years, watching how right-handed hitters have tailored and changed their swing so that they could take advantage of the dimensions in right.
And that's in the dirt. 1-1.
Look at Derek Jeter. He's a classic example of someone that wasn't looking to pull the ball, but he could hit some home runs to right field, so was able to flex the muscles at times.
He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Yankees 2 and the Astros nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Right through there for a strike. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz. Fly to center his first time.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That's down and in. That one misses, and the count is 2-0.
2-0.
And downstairs. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. In the air, right field. Judge makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman,
Jose Altuve up to hit here. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. That one ripped left field. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And now, Jeremy Pena. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Just missing there. 1-2 to count. Two down, nobody on. We're here in Game 6 of the American League Championship Series. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Judge is under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Astros get a run back here on the solo shot. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. We're in the 6th game of this American League Championship Series. In now is the Yankees DH, Anthony Volpe. Ball one, no strikes. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, shortstop,
Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. And that one sliced foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And the 0-2. Up the middle, and a base hit right there. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Man at first with 1 gone. And next for New York, Ahmed Rosario. Step off throw to first. And he's back in safely. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Now batting, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. In there at the knees, strike 1. And Judge spoils that one. On the ground right side. Fires over to first. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the Astros 1. Back at Yankee Stadium, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Cam Smith. Free, back to work. There's the strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Now 1-1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Now 1 miss.
1 strike.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one misses.
Nope.
So a leadoff walk.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
No outs. Runner at first. Yordan Alvarez. The next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Out towards right center field. And it falls. And the postseason success continues for him.
Waste no time there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
First and second, no outs. And next is the designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. That's in there. Strike 1. Freed out of the stretch, fires.
Ball 1.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Devin Williams preparing to come on if needed. Bednar getting cranked up as well. Smith on second. Alvarez on at first with nobody out. One now.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And fouled off. Good eye in that spot. And Fried gets his second strikeout of the game.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Max Fried will give way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Yankees, Ian Hamilton.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
And now the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. Nasty pitch right there. And it's 0-1. 2 on, 1 out. And that's down and away.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And delivers outside.
No, we used to say, if you're scared, get a dog. Go the fastball, man.
If you're scared,
get a dog, man. Just get a dog.
That misses the zone, and the count's full. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Hauls it in, 2 away.
The third baseman, number 1, Carlos Correa.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. And there's a ball. Tying run and scoring position. And we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground to the left. He gets to it with a slide. And he gets him. Nicely done. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Astros 1. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And ball 1.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Rips one to right, and foul ball. The other way, and foul ball. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Chisholm stands in now and watches strike 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs. That's to third. Correa over to first. That's the inning. Yanks held in check as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees.
arm out of the bullpen, Devin Williams.
Number 38.
Not many pitchers have it,
Devin
but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. And stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman. Ball one there.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play. So when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Outside. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Judge getting an angle on it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Top of the zone for a called strike. Williams, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. This one lifted in the air, left field. Stanton is there. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. He's already homered in this game. That one off the mark. Ball one. Trying to hold a one-run lead late here in Game 6. And a foul ball. Fly ball to right. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Yankees, the catcher, Austin Wells.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. A.J. Blueball.
Now
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Blue ball.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
The next offering misses. And a count 2-1.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And fires in a fastball at 95.
1-1.
In the air, left side. Alvarez on the move. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there.
Now
That
batting,
front
the
shoulder
designated
coming
hitter,
open instead of
Anthony.
staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Outside.
Nope, outside.
And it's a ball and a strike. And that's in there at the knees. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. A good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. They lead it 2-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready to begin the eighth, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Way upstairs, and that's ball one. Movement in the Yankees pen. Fernando Cruz, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Bednar also getting ready. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, no strike.
That's
Back
a little
ball
bit
three.
low.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Cam Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
And that one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
With the tying run on at first, we're here in Game 6 of the American League Championship Series. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Devin Williams out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
Righty
the New York
reliever out of the
Yankees,
pen, David Bednar.
number 53, David Bednar.
And next to hit for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 3. That misses,
that ball went
and
out.
it's 1-0.
Nope.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Check swing, called strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And it's even up.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next offering way off the plate.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
The kick, the 3-2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Really good battle right there. That final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
So now the Astros designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Squirts away a little bit. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
With the tying run at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive, could be extra bases. Tying run is in to score from second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Mauricio Dubon getting ready to hit. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
And downstairs. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position. And just misses with that one.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero. Brian Abreu on the pitch out of the pen here. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 52, Brian Abreu.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Right side. Altuve slings to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ahmed.
So digging in, Ahmed Rosario. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach. You can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Judge, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing across here this half. Game 6 is on to the 9th inning now. We are tied 2-2.
Now pitching.
Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Fernando Cruz.
63, Fernando Cruz.
Now Correa up to him.
The first baseman, number 1, Carlos Correa.
That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Here's 0-1. That clips the corner. And there's a ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
That one misses in the dirt. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
The 2-2.
3-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Christian Walker in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Chisholm. And there's one away.
The first baseman, number 8, Christian Walker.
So up next, Christian Walker. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. Movement in the bullpen. Camilo Doval up and loosening in the pen. Base is empty, one away. Late here in Game 6. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over-aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Here's a 2-0. Inside just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Down and away for ball 1. That one missed.
That's the ball.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Judge makes the catch, and that is that. So they go quietly there. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back in the Bronx. So bottom of the 9. And now Giancarlo Stanton. Abreu back to work. That misses. 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
That's in there. And that one fouled off. Next offering is downstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
That's a really good take.
Stanton swings, crushes one, out to left, and it's off the wall.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Substitution now at first base, and here's the Yankees pinch runner, Jason Dominguez. No outs, runner at first. And up next for New York, Cody Bellinger. comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Bennett Sousa.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swung on, belted. Back there. Gone. Ball game. And this place is rocking. And the Yankees walk it off for the win.
Well, in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
Your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shamley saying so long.